So I'm off to meet Hugh Somerville from Loch Leven Equine Practice. He is the on-site FEI vet for the event, and he also happens to be my vet. So we thought we would catch up with him and see what he's up to and what his role is here in terms of the event. What is your role here then, Hugh, this weekend?
I'm the on-site treating vet, the FEI appointed treating vet for the week, which means staying in the stables all week. Every horse that arrives in the stable has to be checked in for both identity but also health reasons as well. So there's a health check, so they're not bringing any contagious diseases.
Yeah.
But also it's an initial appraisal. Are they looking like they're fit and well to compete as well, or have we got a sick horse that's travelled for 12 hours and hasn't been looked after?
Yeah.
So there's plenty of work to do before the competition even gets going. So
we saw you at the Trot Up, and for those that don't know, that's a sort of an inspection from the ground jury.
Fitness to compete, yes.
Fitness to compete, and most of them go through and they're cleared and they're good to go. Some get held. What happens then once they're held?
Well, the first question is why are they held? Because a lot of people watching a trot up may see some horses that they think aren't 100% technically sound, and the grand jury gives them a nod of the head and a big smile and away they go.
Yeah.
But then another horse might still be looking unlevel, but is perhaps moving with a different gait, is a little bit lackluster, or has got a slightly more pronounced asymmetry, which we classify as a lameness. Yeah. So the grand jury are only allowed to look and assess.
Sure.
So if they've got a concern about that horse's fitness to compete, then they can send it to the holding box, and the difference is, as a holding box vet, I'm allowed to have a look as well as a feel, so I can examine the horse, I can feel tendons, look at joints, do a passive flexion, I can use hoof testers, and ultimately we're trying to get an idea of, is there a reason why that horse is moving in that way that could cause it a problem throughout the rest of the competition.
Sure.
So we wanted to rule out tendon strains, ligament strains, painful joints.
Yeah.
Or sometimes in the best cases, it could have been shod 3 days ago and one nail is a bit close.
Yeah, absolutely.
And actually, then we can have two different discussions. We can have a discussion with the owner. We're not there to either make a definitive diagnosis in every single case, but we're not there to tell the owner or the rider what they have to do.
No.
We're just there to help provide information both to them but also to the ground jury as well.
Sure.
And the discussion we have with them, with both parties, has to be a factual one.
Yeah.
We aren't withdrawing the horse, we aren't spinning the horse. We say to the ground jury, either I've found this problem or that problem, or actually, yes, I can see a slight asymmetry, but I can't find a reason for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's up to the ground jury to decide whether or not to accept if they represent it.
Absolutely. Okay, so today is cross country day.
Yes, a busy day.
Yes. Tell me, what happens then? What do riders do in terms of their veterinary help?
As far as cross country day, the best case scenario is that I sit down drinking coffee for most of the day and just look at the odd little nick and scrape, and if a horse has had a fall, then they always need to be checked. Sure. But my job here in the treating stables, as I say, is hopefully as quiet as possible. But things will always happen on the cross country course, and again we are here to help the horses afterwards. Be that treating an injury on a welfare basis, that needs painkillers and needs proper treatment for an injury which obviously precludes them from competition. Or alternatively finding these horses that have had a bit of a bruise or a bit of a knock, and finding the best way to help treat that but still allow the horse to remain in competition. But at all times it's the horse's welfare that's paramount.
Absolutely.
There's also a heap of other vets on the course today. We've got vets in every sector that are there to pick up the pieces should things go wrong. There are vets in it's called the D box, the returning box. So every horse finishing cross country has to be examined on the course before they come back to the stables. And we're looking to monitor their heart rate, their temperatures. Are they injured there? Are they distressed? Do they need cooling? Before they're then released to come back to the stables again.
Fantastic. Well, let's hope.
But hopefully a quiet one.
Well, indeed, let's hope for a quiet day for you.
The weather can play a huge impact.
Indeed.
So on a wet day with heavy going, the horses can be very much fatigued and tired. And as such, they're more prone to either having falls, they're more prone to having tendon and ligament injuries because their foot placement isn't the same when they're tired. However, on a hot day, we tend to have the metabolically challenged horses, the ones that need to go on drips and intravenous fluids afterwards, because they've lost a lot of their body weight with sweat. So the weather conditions can play a huge part in the sort of cases that we see.
Okay, so what have we got here?
We've basically got a branch practice. So we bring all of the bandaging equipment for supporting and stabilising injuries, all of the drugs, the injections, medications, intravenous fluids.
Yep.
The world supply of paperwork for everything that needs to go on. But we've got
and the essentials, Play-Doh.
We've got blood machines, X-rays, ultrasound scanners, endoscope scanners, ECGs, anything that we might use in the hospital. We can pretty much do here apart from surgery.
Absolutely. So should a horse need surgery, that would be
that would be a case of supporting and stabilising the horse and having to refer it to a surgical establishment. But we've got the digital radiography. We can take the X-rays and achieve that diagnosis here.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck.